So, we get our first look at some new Galaxy-type monsters within Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush. And I have to say, they look pretty amazing. Hello everyone and welcome to Dueling with Downton, and today let's talk about the brand new cards that got revealed. Giving you my first thoughts and impressions on them, but before I start, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'd love to know your thoughts and opinions on these. If you wish to see the translation and the article for these cards, the link to YGO organization is in the description down below. So big thanks to them for the translations. Starting off with Udius's Ace Monster, Transamu Rayneck, a level 4 light galaxy type normal monster with 1600 attack and 0 defense. A few things about this monster. Number 1, it's the first ever Rush Duel level 4 non-legend monster with over 1500 attack points. Also, Udius's new Ace Monster, being a normal monster with 1600 attack, is very similar to when Jaden/Judai from GX had a normal monster as his Ace card, in the form of Avion, and then of course Neos later on in GX. This pairs nicely with the fact that Udius is the second protagonist in the Rush Dueling format, just like how Judai/Jaden was the second main protagonist in the Master Dueling format. So there's similarities there already. Next on this list, we're taking a look at Galactica Oblivion. Now, we've seen this monster before, but honestly, I think it's just incredible. I really love this design. I'm a little surprised that this is a normal monster as well, but I think it could work in a way like Neos did in the form of Contact Fusion, where we could see the normal galaxy type monsters get a gimmick later on in Go Rush that gives them a bit more of a unique twist to the archetype. But about this card, it's a level 7 light galaxy type monster, normal, with 2500 attack and 2500 defense points. Just really like this card, honestly, I think it's awesome. So following that, we have Satellite Pegasus, a level 4 light galaxy type effect monster. So our first look at a galaxy effect type monster, and it has 1300 attack and 600 defense points. Requirements: you can activate this during the turn that this is normal summoned. The effect: send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. Then if there are one or less cards in the graveyard, you can choose up to one level 8 or lower monster your opponent controls and destroy it. Now this monster first of all seems really cool and pretty strong. I love the design as it somewhat reminds me of both number 44 Sky Pegasus and ZW Unicorn Spear. It's just so colourful and vibrant that it's just amazing to look at, if I'm honest with you. The effect is rather interesting as well, as it states you need one or less cards within your graveyard. But to use the skill itself, you need to send one card from the top of your deck to the graveyard, meaning that or less just sounds a little bit weird. And then again, I can imagine that this card might get some support around it, which will help get rid of cards in your graveyard, luring the cards in there, and thus allowing you to use the effect effectively. We could see the return of the banishing gimmick within Yu-Gi-Oh! In Go Rush, but more likely than not, we're probably going to get more support that focuses around returning cards from the graveyard to the deck, like we've seen towards the end of Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s. Now going deeper and diving in, we have Astro Rescue. This is a level 3 water galaxy type effect monster with 1000 attack and 1100 defense. The requirement of this skill is your opponent controls a monster and you control 2 face up normal monsters. You can activate the effect. The effect reads the following: choose one monster in your graveyard and add it to your hand. During this turn, you cannot attack with effect monsters level 8 or lower. Now this monster looks really amazing. I love the design of it. It's quite humanoid, but at the same time, it's got that kind of mysterious vibe to it. The skill itself pairs very nicely with Satellite Pegasus in that it helps you remove cards from the graveyard. but the support also helps out the normal monsters within the deck that you put it in. It works in a combination, the sort of way that you would use this card to lower your graveyard count so that you can use Satellite Pegasus' skill, thus destroying the monster in your way, paving the way for a direct attack possibly. So if you were to summon this card, use this effect, summon Satellite Pegasus, use that effect, then tribute both summons monsters to then summon Galactica Oblivion to attack for the win. That's a combination I can actually see realistically happening within Go Rush, and it could possibly help Udius win a duel if he's using these cards like I think he will do. So we're moving along to a bit of a interesting new card, and that is Black Handshaker. This is a level 2 Dark Galaxy type effect monster with 800 attack and 1000 defense. The requirement for his effect is nothing. The effect is choose one card in your opponent's graveyard and shuffle it back into the deck. If you control a face-up normal level 7 or higher monster, then you can choose one attack monster your opponent controls and switch it to defense mode. Now this monster is... what is it? Is it a crab? Is it a spaceship? I don't know, but I could see this being used by an antagonist later on within the series, as it has that evil-like feeling to it, and the skill also helps your opponent like Udius out by lowering your opponent's graveyard count, obviously allowing you to use other skills that require you to have a low amount of cards in the graveyard. So it is helping you by switching your opponent's monsters into defense mode, allowing you to destroy their monsters easily, but is also helping your opponent if they use the Galaxy type and it relies on the graveyard count. And then finally, for the new cards that were Galaxy type, we have Milky Wave Neo, a level 7 Wind Galaxy type normal monster with 2500 attack and 1000 defense. Now this monster again looks to belong to another alien within Go Rush. It isn't our main protagonist, as it doesn't look like it matches the theme surrounding the monsters that we know are tied to Udius already. So what about if it might be Zawaijo's ace monster? You know, the other alien that we've seen be revealed for Go Rush already. Now this would blend into another slight theory that I have, is that with the Galaxy type and the silhouettes that we see of these other aliens, I feel like each alien is going to use a different type of attribute, basically making it so we have Galaxy type monsters for all attributes, because in this list already we've seen wind, dark, light and aquas, so we're missing fire and earth. And while talking about the attributes and elements, I do also think that Go Rush might be when we see the divine attribute return. And I feel like it's going to be a Galaxy divine monster that ends up being the final sort of ace of the series. Just calling that right now. Now finally, the card I also want to mention on this list is an old card returning to Rush Duels. It is Barrel Dragon, a legend monster. A level 7 Dark Machine type effect monster with 2600 attack and 2200 defense. Now this monster is very interesting because if you remember, this monster uses the coin flip gimmick, meaning it's returning to Rush Duels. So we might get more monsters that are new and old that use the coin flip gimmick, and we can also include spell cards with that as well, like, I don't know, maybe we could have Skull Dice or Graceful Dice. So the effects of this legend monster is the following. Requirements. It doesn't look to have any. Effect. Choose one monster your opponent control and toss 3 coins. If 2 or more of those were heads, destroy that monster. So I'm quite intrigued to see if we're going to get more monsters in Go Rush with the coin flip gimmick, whether that being monsters, spell cards, trap cards, whatever. I do feel like it's going to offer a bit more freshness to Rush Duels, and yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes. So overall, those were the new cards that were just revealed for the Galaxy type monsters, and of course that one legend card. All of these monsters look really exciting, look really awesome and fun, maybe apart from the crab looking one, but all in all, I'm excited to see what more unique monsters we get in Go Rush moving forward. If we get any more news, I'll make sure to let you know in the comments down below or in a future video. So make sure you subscribe to the channel today. As well as the fact is, when Go Rush does release, I will be reviewing each and every episode as they release. So stay tuned for that. Also, I review Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s if you're new, so why not have a look at some of those videos? And of course, any other that I've got on this channel, greatly appreciate it if you give them a watch. But with all that said and done, make sure you let me know your thoughts on this video and the monsters I've shown in the comments down below. And of course, like, comment, subscribe, all those good stuff, and I'll be seeing you next time. Have a great day. Alligator, matane. Goodbye.